welcome one and all. Ooh, I hope you enjoyed that. Oh, that was from a dear, incredible friend of mine. Oh, she has quite a skull on her. Oh, yes indeed, so she's quite a beauty, if you don't mind me saying so. So now, got this, everywhere, I swear, it's the last time I sleep with my casket open. You think you find peace and quiet. Well, it's fun. It's perfectly fun. I can't sleep nowadays. Nevertheless, we're going to get to the stories. So please enjoy. No flash photography, please. Please, not right now. Wait until after. Oh, the first story. Oh my, you might enjoy this. It's like a song, but not really. Oh, Susanna! That's the name of it, okay? That's the name. Okay, now, I'll get ready. For a spectacular time. Oh, yes, indeed. It's very spooky. Sorry. Thought I heard someone snoring. Oh, nevertheless. Susanna and Jane shared a small apartment near the university. They were students. When Susanna got back from the library one night, the lights were out and Jane was fast asleep. Susanna undressed in the dark and quietly got into bed. Oh my. She had almost fallen asleep when she heard someone humming the tune to the song. Oh, Susanna. Jane? She said. Ooh. Please stop humming. I want to get some sleep. Jane didn't answer, but the humming stopped, and Susanna fell asleep. However, he was awakened early next morning. Too early, he decided, and was trying to get back to sleep. Oh, poor dearie. When she heard the humming again. Oh no. Please, back to sleep, he told Jane. It's too early to get up. Jane didn't answer, but the humming continued. Susanna became angry. Cut it out, he said. It's not funny. When the humming still did not stop. She lost her temper. He jumped out of bed, pulled the covers off of Jane, and Jane's head was gone! Somebody had cut off her head! Susanna couldn't believe it. She was scared. She panicked. She backed away to her bed and said, "Oh, this has got to be a nightmare," Susanna told herself. "And when I wake, I will be alright." Until she placed her hand on her bed, go back to sleep, and felt her head! Oh, poor Jane! Oh my! Oh, how sad, how sad, how sad indeed! Oh, Jane. Oh, boy. She lost her head. Oh, no. Oh, boy. Oh, I guess two pairs aren't better than one. Oh, my goodness. How sad. How sad of a story is that? Oh. And all her friend wanted was to sing that song. Oh. But it's time to move on. These things happen. You know, the show must go on. Let these goddamn cobwebs on my hands. I swear. Ridiculous, ridiculous. That's everywhere. Fine, it's fine. We'll get through this. The next story. Ooh, this is a doozy of a story. Or not. It all depends on you. Oh, the man in the middle. Not to be confused with Malcolm in the Middle. Quite a lovely show. Oh, quite lovely. I auditioned for it. Didn't get the part as a father. Wish me luck for Breaking Bad. I think I was meant for that role. Okay. Oh, the man in the middle. It was almost midnight. Sally, who it had just gotten on the subway. Oh, Sally. Oh, another dearie. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my. Oh, Sally. So she got on the subway train at 50th Street after visiting her mother. Don't worry, Sally had told her. The subway is safe. There's always a policeman on duty. But that night, she didn't see one. Except for her. The subway car was empty. Oh, how lucky. At 42nd. 3 tough-looking men all got on. Moving up the third, who looked drunk. His head rolled from side to side. And his legs, they just refused to walk. Oh no. Oh my. When they got him seated between them, his head came to rest on one of his shoulders. Sally thought he was staring at her. Oh dear. She buried her head in a book. Oh, quite like me. and tried not to notice. At 28th Street, one of the men stood up. Take it easy. Take it easy, Jim, he said to the man in the middle, and he got off the bus. 23rd Street, Jim's other friend stood up. You'll be fine, he said, and he got off. Now the only one left in the car was Jim and Sally. Just then, the train went around a sharp curve, and Jim fell onto the floor at Sally's feet. He looked up. He looked down at him. She was terrified. Eyes looked upon hers, and she saw a trickle of blood on the side of his head. She trembled, and as she slowly went to check on him, they saw there had been a bullet hole in his head! She'd been traveling with a dead man the whole time. Oh, poor Sally. Poor Sally. Oh, that was quite exquisite. Oh my. Next time you try to assembly part, maybe take a taxi instead. Oh, how marvelous! How marvelous! Oh God, these dead, these undead, they're so unruly, just everywhere. I swear. All right. How about a story about a cat? Do you like cats? Oh, please tell me you love cats. Oh, 'cause this one's gonna be fun. Oh, yes. The cat in a shopping bag. Oh, you're going to love this. Oh, yes. Lots of cat people here, aren't you? Oh, my goodness. I think you might. Hands. Once you hear the story. Oh, but I digress. Let's get to it, shall we? Mrs. Briggs was driving to the shopping mall to do some last minute Christmas shopping. Oh, a Chris in the Halloween. Oh my goodness. Oh. Yeah. Anyways, let's get to a Christmas shopping. Oh, when she accidentally ran over a cat. Oh no, not a dead kitty. Oh, and you thought the kitty was going to live. Oh no, you better hug yours so tightly. Oh, and watch where they are. But the story doesn't end. So stop interrupting me! Okay. So she accidentally ran over a cat. You could not bear to leave the corpse on the road for other cars to hit and squash. So, she stopped and wrapped the cat in some tissue paper she had with her. Oh, dearie. Oh, dearie. And put it in an old shopping bag in the back seat. Oh no. She would bury it in the backyard when she got home. Oh, how lovely, how lovely. At the mall, she parked her car and began walking to one of the stores. She had taken a few steps, it's out of the corner of her eye. She saw a woman reach into the open window of her car and take the shopping bag with her. Oh. Dead cat, obviously still inside. Then, the woman quickly got into a car nearby and drove away. Oh no, oh, she's in for quite a surprise. Mrs. Biggs ran back to her car and followed the woman. He caught up to her at a diner down the road. He followed her inside and watched the woman slide into a booth, give a waitress her order. As the woman sat, sipping her soda, she reached into the bag. Oh my. Then, she bent down and looked inside. Oh my. The look of horror crossed her face. She screamed and fainted. Oh, poor dearie. The waitress called an ambulance. Two attendants carried the woman away on a stretcher. But they left the shopping bag behind. But Mrs. Briggs picked up the bag and ran after them. This is hers! She screamed and called at them. It's a Christmas present. I wouldn't want her to lose it. Oh, quite a present indeed. Don't you think so? Oh my goodness. Oh my. Oh, nothing like a dead cat to just lift up your spirits. Oh, doesn't it just bring you lots of joy? Oh, it does me. Don't watch if I'm a dog person. Oh, so let's go on. Let's go on to the next one, shall we? Pull cap. So make sure you look after your pets. Else, you might end up in a shopping bag. Oh my. Oh, but the next one. Oh my, this might be touching. This might be a touching story. The bed by the window. Three old men shared a room at the nursing home. Their room, sadly, had only one window. But for them, it was a link to the real world. Ted Conklin, who had been there the longest, had the bed next to the window. Oh my. But when Ted died, the man in the next bed, George Best, took his place, and the third man, Richard Green, took George's bed. Despite his illness, George was a cheerful man who spent his days describing the sights he could see. He would look out his window from his bed and see pretty girls, a policeman on horseback, a traffic jam, a pizza parlor, a fire station, and other scenes of life outside. Richard loved to listen to George, but the more George talked life outside, the more Richard wanted to see it for him. Yet he knew the only way when George died, would he have his chance. He wanted to look out the window. Oh no, oh no. So badly that one day he decided to kill George. He was going to die soon. Anyway, he told himself, what difference would it make? George had a bad heart. If he had an attack during the night and a nurse not get to him in time, right away, he had the pills he could take. He kept them in a bottle on top of the cabinet between his bed and Richard's. All Richard had to do, knock the bottle to the floor. Oh my, that's all he had to do. But George could not reach it home. A few nights later, George died, just as Richard had planned he would. And the next morning, Richard was moved to the bed by the window. Oh yes, plan had worked perfectly well. Now he would see for himself all the things that George had been describing. Oh yes, he'd be able to see pizza parlor, the police officer on the horse. After the nurses had left Richard, He turned the window, and with such joy and happiness, he looked out. But all he could see was a blank brick wall! Oh no! Oh, you see, his friend George had been wanting his friend to cheer up. Was telling him that he thought he would have wanted to know. Oh, well, now he's all alone and gets to look at a brick wall for the rest of his miserable life. Oh boy, Richard. I guess we know why his name is Richard, because he's obvious. Oh yes. Oh yes. This next one, it's going to be lots of fun. This next one, I'm going to enjoy. Let's just say there's a hint somewhere around you. But let's get to it. Near my throat. Captain, cobwebs. They're everywhere, I'll tell you. They like to get into every nook and cranny. Oh my. Anyway, let's get to it, shall we? This next story. Well, let's just say it can be quite handy. The next one is The Dead Man's Hand. Oh my! Oh boy, this is going to be interesting. Let's see what trouble you got yourself into, shall we? Oh yes. The Dead Man's Hand. The students at the school for nurses got along quite well with one another, except for Alice. The trouble with Alice was that she was perfect. Oh, a little goody two-shoes. Oh, you're goody two-shoes. You're goody two-shoes. Oh. At least, that is how it seemed to the other students. She was always friendly and always cheerful. Oh, Alice. Nothing ever upset her. Her school assignments were always on time and always perfect. She didn't even bite her fingernails. Oh, no. I love biting my fingernails. They're delicious. But that's a whole nother story. I mean, many of the students, nurses, resented Alice. They would have liked her to fail something. Become frightened, or cry, oh, boo-hoo, boo-hoo, or do something that showed she had weaknesses like they did. Oh, but one night, several students tried to frighten Alice with a practical joke. Oh, what could go wrong? They borrowed the hand of a corpse. They had been studying anatomy and tied it to the light cord in her closet. Oh my. When she would try to turn on the light, she would find herself holding a dead man's hand. That would scare anybody, one of them said. If it doesn't scare her, nothing will. After tying the hand in place, they went to the movie. Oh my. They got back up. They got back up to Alice's room. Alice was asleep. But and they didn't see her the next morning. They decided to find out what had happened to her. There was no sign of Alice in her room. But they found her. She was sitting on the floor in her closet, staring at and mumbling to herself. Alice didn't even look up at them. The joke had worked, but nobody was laughing. As Alice was glowing at her face and eyes. Oh, how she wished she couldn't see it. But she couldn't. Oh my God. Here's the final thing. Oh, you may or may not. It's quite a delectable story. If you don't mind me. But I do quite it. A ghost in the mirror. Oh my, oh my. This one. Now this one, I'd love to see you try. Oh, please, please try this at home. I will not be responsible for what happens to you. Oh, but please do let me know. Oh. So let's go. A ghost in the mirror. This is a scary game that young people sometimes play. Try to conjure up a ghost in the bathroom mirror. Many don't really believe that a ghost won't appear, but they try to raise one anyway. Just for the fun of it. Some are willing to settle for anything ghost. Any ghost will do. Oh boy. Oh, be careful what you. One of these ghosts is named Mary Worth, who's also known as Mary Jane, and more famous, Bloody Mary. Oh, he is the heroine of an old comic strip, but some say he actually was a witch. A witch was hanged at the infamous Salem witch trials, Massachusetts, in 1692. But there's another of these ghosts is La Llorona, the weeping woman who wanders the streets of cities from Texas to California, throughout Mexico, looking for her lost child. Still another is Mary Wales, a young woman who is supposed to have been killed in a car accident in Indianapolis, Indiana, about 1965. Her ghost is one with a vanishing heart. It is said, and again, he thumbs a ride home in a passing car, then vanishes before she gets there. Here, and listen, I want you to listen closely and tell me what happens when you do this. Please do. Here is how ghost hunters try to raise a ghost. Oh yeah. Number 1. They find Wyatt's bathroom. They close the door and turn off the lights. Go. You can take me in there if you please. Write it down if you need to. Number 2. While they stare at the face in the mirror, they repeat the ghost's name, usually 47 times, or 100 times, if any ghost will do. They say any ghost in place of the name. If they manage to raise one, its face will slowly replace their face in the mirror. Some say a ghost is likely to be angry at being disturbed. It gets angry. They say it will try to shatter the mirror and come right to the room. But a player can turn on the lights and send the ghost back to where it came from. And when that happens, the game is over. Oh my! Oh no! Oh, the game is over. Much. Has come to an end. But maybe there's something. Just a little trick or treat. Something dark. Evil. Reached bed. But here we go. Apparently people love this. So I figured, why not? Why not get quotes from it? A scene, perhaps, so I may read you, as I am an actor. But do me a favor. Try to guess the name of this movie. I'm sure some of you. But let's see. There are no more berries. All I have in common with the uncontrollable and the insane, the vicious, and the evil. All the mayhem I have caused, and my utter indifference toward it, I have now surpassed. My pain, constant and sharp. I do not hope for a better world for anyone. Oh my! Oh, that was spectacular. I know. I deserve an Emmy, an Oscar, whatever you want to say. Oh, but I had so much fun. And I hope you did too. But don't forget, after another begins. So thank you, a round of applause. Oh yes, pat on the back. Oh, I really appreciate it. Thank you for coming out to see me. Thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. And until next Friday, I shall see you in another episode of Tales to Forget. Goodbye.